Hello, everyone. My name is Zach Deloach. I'm the Safety and Compliance Manager for Pac-Van. Today, we will be discussing Pac-Van's Ladder Safety Program. The purpose of this safety program is to inform employees of the hazards associated with ladders, as well as to ensure employees are trained to inspect, maintain, and utilize ladders safely. This training applies to all operational positions, all employees who perform operational functions, and all employees who will work with or near ladders. I am responsible for creating and maintaining this training program. Your branch and fleet managers are responsible for providing you with this training as well as a copy of the Pac-Van Ladder Safety Program. You are responsible for viewing this presentation, reading and understanding the Ladder Safety Program, and abiding by all regulations within. All ladders used by Pac-Van employees must be constructed according to OSHA and ANSI standards. You can tell a ladder meets this standard by looking for the OSHA and ANSI symbols on the ladder tag, as shown on the left-hand side of the screen. The ladder you use must be designed for the task you are performing. Employees should never attempt to use the incorrect ladder for the task, as demonstrated in this photograph. This person is clearly attempting to use a ladder that is too short for the task they are performing. Finally, employees are not allowed to fabricate or construct their own ladders. These ladders are not OSHA or ANSI approved. When placing a ladder, ensure that the footing is secure. Avoid slippery surfaces such as wet concrete and oily areas. Simply having non-skid bases does not mean that we can place a ladder in a slick area. Once a secure area is found to set the ladder, ensure that both rails at the top of the ladder will be supported. You cannot climb a ladder if one of the rails is not in contact with the surface you are climbing to. When placing a ladder, employees should remember the 4-to-1 rule. For every 4 feet of height you have to climb, move the base of the ladder 1 foot away from the wall. In the image shown here, you have to climb 12 feet high, so the ladder must be 3 feet away from the wall. A quick and easy way to check if your ladder is positioned correctly is to stand facing the ladder with your toes touching the feet. Raise your arms straight out in front of you. If your palms touch the frame of the ladder with your elbows fully extended, the ladder is set properly. First and foremost, employees must maintain 3 points of contact with the ladder at all times. In order to maintain 3 points of contact, employees should not carry items in their hands while on the ladder. Instead, employees should bring their items up and down with a rope or pulley system or wear a tool belt or backpack. Always face towards the ladder while climbing up or down. Only use the steps or rungs of the ladder for climbing. Braces along the back of the ladder are only for support, not for climbing. As with any tool, ladders can be dangerous. To avoid harm, remember these warnings. Use steps whenever possible. Ladders should be a last resort to access structures. If a ladder is used, it must extend at least 3 feet above the point of support where the ladder rests against the structure being accessed. Always use ladders for their intended purpose. Never lay a ladder on its side and attempt to use it as a platform or scaffold. Never tie or fasten ladders together to gain additional height. If you have to use a ladder near a doorway, ensure that the doorway is blocked off, locked, or guarded to prevent someone from hitting your ladder and knocking you down. Ladders should never be placed on top of other items to gain additional height. Ladders should always be used as the manufacturer intended. On an ordinary step ladder, the top is not designed to be used as a step. Employees are required to inspect ladders prior to each use. Steps, rungs, uprights, and braces should be free of any material that could pose a slipping hazard. All parts should fit together securely, and all hardware and fittings should be securely attached. There should be no damage or wear of any sort. Non-slip bases must be present and undamaged. Hinges on step ladders should be secure and move freely. Spreaders should be secure, unbent, and have functional stops. Extension ladders should have a functional lock. When extended, the ladder should seat properly. The pull rope should be free of wear or rot. On wooden ladders, employees should check for sharp edges or splinters. They should also check for shaking and additional signs of decay or decomposition of the wood. Metal ladders must be free of sharp edges or burrs, structural defects, and corrosion. If a ladder fails an inspection, it must be immediately removed from service. It should be tagged or marked as dangerous. When possible, managers should secure the ladder so employees cannot mistakenly use it. If a ladder were to tip and fall, or endure some other type of unexpected shock, it should be inspected for signs of damage prior to being placed back into use. The most dangerous types of damage that result from a tip over are damaged railings, dented rungs, damaged connections between rail and rungs, or hardware and sheared rivets. If any of these issues are discovered, follow the failed ladder inspection procedures. Pac-Van employees must inspect ladders prior to each use. Ladders that fail inspection must be removed from use and labeled appropriately. Employees should always utilize the 4-to-1 rule when using an extension ladder. Ladders should be a last resort. Whenever possible, utilize steps with handrails to enter and exit mobile offices. This presentation is designed to provide critical information to Pac-Van employees about the safe use of ladders. Employees are still expected to review, understand, and agree to abide by the Pac-Van Ladder Safety Program before signing and submitting their training acknowledgement form to their supervisor. Employees can direct any questions or comments concerning the content of this presentation or the Ladder Safety Program to their immediate supervisor or myself at the contact information listed on your screen. Thank you for your time today and stay safe.